Merv Griffin Show is a Merv Griffin production in association with Metro Media Producers program.
Fill the breeze with rare and magic perfume. Oh no, it isn't the breeze. No. That's not right.
I said it wasn't the trees.
I know you said it wasn't the trees, but then you said, oh no, it isn't the breeze.
Well, you said it wasn't the breeze.
Well, no, first it wasn't the breeze, it was the trees. Oh yeah, well, if it's the trees, it can't be the breeze. And I said, oh no, it isn't the breeze. So how? I'm awful right. You are right. But just forget everything I've told you. Just say, can it be the trees that fill the breeze? Please.
Okay. Can it be the what? Trees.
Be the trees that fill the breeze, please. No. But how can it be the trees that fill the breeze, please?
I thought I had a good idea, and it didn't work. So if you'll leave now, I'll introduce you later. Huh?
Don't you want to try it again?
No. You tried it once. Well, I'll introduce you, and you'll do something later. Huh?
I told you didn't know.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you know those are the Smothers Brothers. You know, the reason I had them out here at the opening is I thought for a change it would be kind of nice to have someone else do my theme song instead of that orchestra of mine. See, it's not that I have anything against my musicians, but when the brass section blows through their instruments and those fumes fill the breeze, believe me, it's a rare but not magic perfume.
Men who flirt with death. The daredevil novellis who risk their lives daily as they speed through hoops of flame. Lawrence Jesse, who puts his life on the line as he tiptoes across treacherous, churning waters. The Zucchinis, who flirt with death as they become human cannonballs hurtling through space. Johnny Fisher, who daringly hangs upside down thousands of feet above the ground. Sir James Terwilliger, who tempts the fates as he flaps his wings in futile flight. And Jerry Ross, who lies there taking his life in his hands because he hasn't had a medical checkup in over 10 years.
Don't live dangerously. We want to wipe out cancer in your lifetime.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, getting on with the show, I'd like to bring on my guests, two very fine entertainers, the Smothers Brothers.
Take it, Tom.
No. I said no, I didn't want to take it.
You're supposed to take it. Aren't you a folk singer?
Yes, but I said no because I didn't want to
Wait a
take
minute,
it.
you're a folk singer. Have you read the folk singer's guidebook? Yeah, but I didn't want it. And what does the guidebook say? It says all folk singers are obligated to do what?
You're obligated to take it.
Without hesitation, without thinking, like a reflex, Tommy. Take it, Tom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right. Say, take it, hop to it. Boil that cabbage down. Take it, Tom. Boom, boom, boom. Hundreds of years ago, the railroad started in America. Rugged men of yesteryear went out in the wilderness with vision in their eyes and big 9-pound hammers in their hands. Went out in the wilderness to build the great spider web of steel rails, the transcontinental railroad to span our country, as these men went out in the wilderness and toiled and inched their way across the vast bosom of America. About a little sex in the show. But this wasn't just a fun job. There was dangers in this job as they built the railroads up the mountains and down the mountains and in across the deserts and all over raging rivers, and they had to span crevices, deep crevices in the ground, and in the bottom of the crevices there was pumas. Pumas with claws and foam coming out of these pumas' mouths, and the railroadmen, they're going, whoa, there are those pumas down there! I'm not going to build any railroad! Across the crowd, there's pumas in the crevices! There were no pumas in the crevices because we don't have pumas here. There's no pumas in America. Well, maybe some came over to visit. They don't visit. Now, if you want to keep your story truthful, you get rid of the pumas right now. I'm not going down that crevice. Well, there was these vicious beasts in these deep crevices, and these railmen said, "Wow, look at those vicious beasts in the crevices! They look like pumas." But they weren't. And they were sore afraid, yet the railroads were completed. Yet the transcontinental railroads were completed, and a big feast was transpired for these rugged railroad men. And the sole subsistence for this big feast for these railroad men, the sole substance was hot cakes boiled in cabbage juice. It's not so popular now. They have to sing about something else. Bicycle, I learned to ride it well. Crashed into a telephone pole and broke it all to pieces. Cabbage down, boys, turn that old kick round. The only song I ever did sing, bowl of cabbage down. Oh, working on the railroad, working all day long. Take it. Have you ever read the Folk Singer's Manual? It says when someone says to take it, you're supposed to take it. I said to take it, and you didn't take it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Really, I'm sorry. Well, don't get belligerent. You didn't take it. I said I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. But that's okay then. Don't make any more mistakes.
That was very, very good.
Thank you.
You know, you boys have been quite successful the last few years. Must make you very happy, huh?
Well, it makes us happy, but it really makes our family very happy, especially our little old grandmother.
Oh, your grandmother, huh?
Yeah, we have a little old grandmother, and she lives up in Barney Gulch, a little town in Northern California, and since things have been going well, nobody ever hardly knew her, but now they refer to her as the Smothers Brothers' mother's mother.
No.
Yes, she has a mailbox this long.
Oh. Fellas, tell me something about yourself. Where did you go to school?
Well, we went to high school down here in Redondo Beach, California, and then we both went to college.
Oh, you went to college, both of you. What'd you study?
Well, I was studying business administration, and Tommy was studying medicine.
He looks like a puma to me. You were studying medicine?
Yeah, I was going to be a brain surgeon.
A brain surgeon?
Yeah, I couldn't be a puma. There's no puma.
You studied to be a brain surgeon?
Yeah, but I decided against it. I mean, you know, I was 18 years old. My mother still was cutting my meat for me.
Well, I can see where that might lessen your confidence.
I was pretty good with a fork, but a knife, I was lousy.
Well, tell me, how did you kids happen to get into show business?
You know, we were watching television, a program, and there was this guy who came out, and he didn't do anything. He just kind of stood around, and he stared at the audience.
Tommy.
He did too. He just went on, he stood out there, and he kind of stared at the audience. He didn't do anything. Well, the way I figured, if he could go out there and stand around and do nothing, I figured we could maybe do this.
Tommy.
Something. He looked a lot younger on television. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
I do too. And that was years ago. Anyway, I'm glad I was responsible for you going into show business. Now, I know you're going to do another number, so what's it going to be?
How does he know we're going to do another number?
When he pays, he knows.
Don't worry, you better pay us plenty, because brain surgeons don't work cheap.
Just do your number.
We'd like to do a song of a young man who just lost his sweetheart and is feeling very sorry for himself. It's entitled, I Never Will Marry. Some say that love is a gentle thing, but it only has caused me pain. For the only girl I ever did love, gone on that midnight train, I never will marry. I'll take me no wife. I expect to live single all of my life. When I was very young, I remember there was a little girl that lived down the street from me. And we always used to say that when we grew up, we'd be married. And it was sort of a childish thing and a puppy love. Yet as the years went by, this puppy love grew into something very dear and very precious to me. You know, they tell us that love is a gentle thing. But I think each person here who has truly loved and been loved has shed a tear and experienced heartache. And the girl I learned to love very much broke my heart and left me for another man. Yet I love her still. And I swear by all the stars in the skies that as long as I live, I never will marry unless I can marry her. I'll mess around a little bit though, you know.
I want to talk to you about breast cancer. And while I'm talking, I'm going to give myself a breast exam the way you should, once a month. Breast cancer is the type women are most apt to get. It can happen at any age, but it's more common over 35.
Most important, when it's diagnosed and treated early, 85% of the time, it's completely curable.
Nosotras mismas podemos descubrirlo haciendo de este modo. Apriete suavemente con los dedos planos y haga un reconocimiento completo del seno, pulgada por pulgada.
Do it lying down and sitting up. And of course you do this undressed. If you think you've found something, don't panic. Most of the time it's nothing. But see your doctor immediately. And don't be afraid. It's what you don't know that can hurt you. Find out how to examine yourself. Ask your American Cancer Society.
We'll return now to the Jack Benny Show on Channel 32.
Something about those boys that's very familiar. They remind me of a couple of fellas I met when I was in London in 1944. It was during the war, and I was over in Europe entertaining the servicemen. See? And while I was there, I also did a few shows at the London Palladium. Well, one night, the enemy planes came over and put on one of the most devastating air raids of the entire war. I'll never forget it. I had finished my show at the theater, and I was walking back to my hotel when the sirens started to wail, and the bombs dropped, and the searchlights were crisscrossing the sky.
By Jove, they gave us a bit of what for tonight.
No, this one's even worse than the other one.
Did you hear something? Cool, another duck.
Sounds like we've got a real live bomber out here.
Blimey, that's a big one.
I ought to go and get the bomb diffusing squad.
Oh. There's a bird under here.
I better hurry.
Hold on.
What are you doing there?
What am I doing? I try to catch this for a souvenir.
He's an edgy one, isn't he?
American, you know.
Hey, pull this off of me, will you please?
Hold it. Can you hear it ticking? The slightest little jolt will send the whole thing off.
You mean?
Let me put it this way, Governor. If you sneeze, you'll never hear the Gesundheit.
All right, clear the area. Clear the area. Everybody out. Clear the area. Hey, clear the area. He said everybody clear the area.
For heaven's sake, can't you see I'm trapped under here?
For heaven's sakes, can't you see he's trapped under there?
Get started. Take this thing off.
Tommy, go ahead and get started. Not until he closes his eyes.
Why should I close my eyes?
I don't like anybody looking over my shoulder while I'm working. If I make a little mistake, you'll go blabbing it around to everybody.
If you make a mistake, I won't tell anybody, believe me. Not even the guy who picks up my lips.
Okay, in that case, you can watch.
Well, thank you.
Now, first, we've got to locate the exact area of the mechanism. First, we've got to locate the exact area of the mechanism.
Yeah, I heard him.
All right, Tommy, you get looking on that end. I'll look on this end. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. That sounds hollow. It's a Tommy. Shh. It's talking to me. Hey, the bomb's talking to me. It even knows my name. It said Tommy. I never knew a bomb before. I knew a bullet once. Now, let's get this cover off. look at this clock. What a beautiful mechanism. That's an XK41. That's a Swiss movement. No, the XK41 happens to be a German movement. It's a Swiss movement. It's a German movement. XK41's German. It's a Swiss movement. It's not.
Who cares? Stop talking and work.
So like the fellas who are just lying around there that keep rushing you.
Why wouldn't I rush you? I don't even think you fellas know what you're doing.
Will you too? I just defused the bomb just a little while ago, right over there. Over there. Tommy, I thought you said you defused that bomb. I did what I always do. I detached the white wire from the blue wire. It's supposed to be the green wire from the blue wire. I thought I was the white wire. No. It's always been the green wire from the blue wire. But just a little mistake. I mean, everybody makes a mistake. You know, nobody's perfect. Gee, if everybody was perfect, if you were perfect, and if you were perfect, and I was perfect, what kind of world would this be? This be some world, believe me.
Look, if I want philosophy, I can listen to Bertrand Russell or Jack Parr. Now get back to work, will you?
Okay. Well, according to this clock, we've got about 2 minutes before the bomb goes off. So we better hurry. Yeah, I'll get behind this cogwheel here, and I'll detach this wire right there. Tommy, I just noticed something. Do you know who this is? No, who? That's Jack Benny. You mean the guy who's playing at the Palladium? Yeah, it's Jack Benny. Are you really?
Yes, I'm Jack Benny.
Hey, nice to meet you. Don't get up. Go to the truck and get the guitar.
Yes. Guitar?
I want to get into show business, Mr. Benny, and we'd sure like to do a number for you.
But there's no time. You said yourself there's only 2 minutes left on the bomb.
Great. Tommy, let's do that special song we've been working on. Yeah,
We've only got 2 minutes.
That's all right. The song takes a minute. I have a funny number. If you feel like laughing, go right ahead.
No. Look at boys.
What tempo? Jimmy Crackcorn, I don't care.
No.
Jimmy Crackcorn, I don't care. Jimmy Crackcorn, I don't care. That's not the way it goes. I don't care. How do you like that one?
Fine.
How about an encore?
Never mind the encore. We've only got a few seconds
You
left.
didn't get it. Let's do it again.
Fella! Fellas, I'm sorry. If I told my producer once, I told him 1,000 times. When we do a sketch, don't use a real bomb.
Hey, Dickie, you know, I can just see in tomorrow's headlines in the papers, Benny's bomb smothers brothers.
Today's news. 3 little pigs have just built a house of straw.
Little pigs, let me in.
Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Save your breath. Don't smoke cigarettes.
Thanks very much for being on the show.
Yeah, this, this is one of the dirtiest shows I've ever been on.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, that's the show. Good night, folks, and I'll be seeing you soon.
All commercial time for the preceding program was provided by Commonwealth Edison on behalf of the American Cancer Society. The following program is presented by the Bristol-Myers Company, makers of Bufferin.
Rochester said I was silly buying Adolphe Monjou's old clothes. And speaking of clothes, my father once told me a secret about being well-dressed. I remember one day I was 8 years old at the time, you see, and my dad came up to me and he said, "Mr. Benny?" My father called me Mr. Benny then. I guess it was because he was working for me. Anyway, he said to me, you don't need a lot of clothes. If you have one suit and a nice shine on your shoes, you'll always be as well-dressed as your neighbors. And, he was right. For years, with that one suit, I was as well-dressed as any of our neighbors. Of course, I had to be careful where I lived. As the suit got older, I was getting into some pretty sloppy neighborhoods. I finally said, the heck with it. I bought another suit and moved to Beverly Hills. And I must say that living in Beverly Hills, ladies and gentlemen, is something that you don't forget. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and thank you, Rickety Nelson. Rickety Nelson? Bob, for heaven's sakes, you're not supposed to come on for 5 minutes yet. I was right in the middle of my monologue. Yeah, that's why I came out. Get off the stage. I'll hold him till you can get out of the building. Quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear about the goat who fell in love with Mitch Miller? Or the rumor that Ben Casey isn't really a surgeon? If he could cut something, he'd do something about Dr. Zorba's hair? Boy, you really cooled him off, didn't you? Bob, listen to me. If you'd have done what I asked you to and come in my dressing room before the show, you'd have known that you weren't supposed to come out here until I introduced you. Jack, I tried to get into your dressing room, but I didn't have a nickel.
As I came down the hall, some people stopped me and I couldn't get away from them. They wanted to know how a comedian works, how he commands the attention of the audience, and how he gets big laughs.
Oh, tourists?
No, your producer, your director, and your writer.
Well, I've got news for you, Bob. They'll be tourists tomorrow.
How can you fire them? They're your relatives.
Not for long. I'm having my blood changed in the morning.
That should take about 2 minutes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have another nice little joke
Wait,
here.
Bob.
Huh?
Why do you always look over there? This is one of those ushers over
Well, I'm working to the ushers. I like to play the men in uniform. Funny thing happened on the way to the bomb.
Look, do me a favor, will you? Will you get off the stage and let me introduce you like I was supposed to?
Well,
let's get everything. I wanted to get started right.
Yeah, but I hate to turn my back on this audience, but I'll...
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present my guest star, Mr. Bob Hope.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Adolph Mondrian. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear the rumor that Mitch Miller doesn't have a beard? It's really a long, fuzzy tongue.
Wait a minute. You just did a Mitch Miller joke 2 minutes ago.
You mean we got the same audience?
Yes, and I'd like to keep him for at least another 25 minutes.
You'd like to keep him for 25 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get your balloons and my fans, and I'll be right back.
Wow, come back here. You know, you don't have to keep running on and off the stage. You're on my show now. I work at a much slower pace.
You certainly do. It took you 68 years to become 39.
And believe me, Bob, it wouldn't hurt either of us to slow down. As a matter of fact, I've been gradually tapering off on all of my activities. Last week, even though I hated to do it, I cut out my favorite sport.
You mean you gave up knitting?
Not entirely, but I'm staying away from Argyle. But Bob, I'm serious. You know, you still think you're a kid. You push yourself too hard. Every day you're out on that golf course.
Well, what's the difference? I walk 18 holes. You walked 18 banks.
Well...
And your bag is heavier than mine. He's got the only caddy with a machine gun.
Look, Bob, stop being silly and listen to me, will you?
Jack, I've been listening to you. But have you ever stopped to think that maybe the reason you're slowing down is because you're not getting enough sleep?
Gee, that could be at that. You know that the day before yesterday, I only slept 6 hours. Yesterday, I slept only 4 hours. Remember, 3 days ago, I only slept 5 hours.
Well, there you are, Jack. You're not getting enough sleep at night.
Oh, at night, I get 8 hours. I'm talking about the afternoon.
This kid not only gets sleep, he's getting all the jokes, too.
Kid? Call me kid.
That one word did more for him than Medicare. Now, Jack, I appreciate your efforts to get me to take it easy, and I know you're sincere because, after all, we've been good friends for years.
Some friends. You made about 20 road pictures. The road to Morocco, the road to Singapore, the road to Hong Kong. If we're such good friends, why didn't you make some of those road pictures with me instead of Bing Crosby?
I have to make them with Bing. He owns all the roads. Jack, I'll make you a promise. The next time we make a road picture, you can be in it.
Gee, that's wonderful.
You can be one of the soft shoulders.
Bob, anything. I don't care. But you know, Bob, while we've been talking, it just occurred to me how similar our careers have been. After all, we both did, we both made quite a few pictures.
That's right.
And we both were in radio for a long time.
That's true.
We both went all over the world entertaining troops.
Yes, but I did it free.
Can I help us? The boys threw money up on the stage?
You were the only violinist in the USO who worked with a tin cup.
You sorry you said that?
Yeah. Jack, you're absolutely right. Our careers have almost paralleled each other. I guess that's because we started out together.
Yeah. I'll bet very few people here in the audience or at home know that you and I were once a team in vaudeville, that we did an act together.
I didn't know it till rehearsal today. That I'm not sorry for.
We did.
Yeah, and things were pretty tough for us then. We used to do a split week here, a split week there.
Yeah, but those were the days. The days of Gallagher and Sheen, Pat Rooney,
Block and Sully.
Smith and Dale.
Yes,
Oh, Block
and
Sully.
those corny quartets.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dan. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. Oh yes, a good old-fashioned girl with heart so true. One who loves nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dan.
Miss, we'd like to see Mr. Weber, please.
Do you have an appointment?
What do you mean, appointment? We're Benny and Hope.
Benny and Hope?
Yeah. Don't you recognize us?
Why? Is there a reward?
You don't understand, girlie. We do a vaudeville act.
Really? Which one throws the fish?
Oh, that's clever. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
That figures.
Look, we want to see...
Excuse me, please. Weber's Theatrical Agency. What? You say you have a bird that talks? That's wonderful. Bring it in.
What's unusual about a bird that talks?
This is a chicken. Now, what did you want?
We want to see Mr. Weber.
Well, first I'll have to have some information. What's the name of your act again?
Hope and Benny.
I thought you said Benny and Hope.
At 2 o'clock, our billing changes.
Well, what kind of an act do you do?
Oh, we do violin, snappy patter, and soft shoe.
Well, where have you played?
Oh, we played all over.
Just tell her the important ones.
Well, we played a week in Storm Lake, Iowa, a week in Mountain Home, Nebraska, and 3 days in Greenleaf, New Mexico, and a week right here at the Palace in New York.
Oh, Storm Lake, Mountain Home, Greenleaf, and the Palace. Well, at least you worked your way up.
No, we played the Palace first. Still haven't got it out of the curtains.
Mr. Weber's busy with a client right now.
Lots of good luck on your tour.
Oh, he's through now. Just a minute.
Now, if there's anything you want to call me about, I'll be in the office all afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Weber. Did you see what I just saw?
Yeah.
Imagine a coat with a belt in the back.
Hey, honey, what was that fellow's name?
Just plain Bill.
I just thought of something. Let's go at the ball game tonight. There's a double header.
The kind of stuff that got us into Storm Lake.
Mr. Weber,
Yes,
there's a couple of gentlemen here to see you.
send them right in.
Whoops. At 2 o'clock, our billing changed.
Sit down. How are you? What can I do for you?
Mr. Weber, I'm Jack Benny. This is Bob Hope.
That's right, Mr. Weber. You booked our act into the Palace 7 years ago.
Oh, yes, I remember. Say, what business are you boys in now?
What business are we in? Bob, show them our review, the one we got in Storm Lake, Iowa.
Is he kidding?
Sure. Those argyles you knitted for me are beautiful.
There you are, Mr. Weber. Look at it. You know, the reason we came up here to see you, we feel you're the only agent who should book us.
Please, fellas. Our new act is sensational. At least give us a chance.
Yeah, all we need is a break.
I gave you a break when I put you in Lowe's Flatbush. Yeah, some break. They opened with Fink's mules, then Major Doty's dogs, then Manny's monkeys, and Power's elephants.
So what? So what? By the time we got on the stage, we had to come out dressed in a horse's costume.
Oh? Who did you boys get to play the front end? I don't know, but he had this in his back pocket.
Now, come on.
On a cigar. He had that in his back pocket. Look, boys, I'm sorry. I'm a very busy man. Why don't you come back some other time? Oh, excuse me. Come in.
Mr. Weber, I want you to hear this new song. It's gigantic. It's colossal. It's stupendous. Ink. A-ink-a-doo. A-ink-a-ding. A-ink-a-doo.
Look, Ted. Oh, you've got no talent for show business. Get out of the office. Get out of there.
Look what you did. You wrote me. I'm mortified.
He was lucky. He pulled your nose through a keyhole. Now look. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot you had a line there. Now look at this. Now look, Mr. Weber. Why don't you give us a break? I want you to listen to our act. It'll only take a few seconds.
All right, if you insist, but make it fast, will you please?
Okay,
I'm in a
now,
hurry.
hit your violin.
We'll
Right.
murder him right here.
Okay.
Ready? Go, Jack. What is it, Mr. Benny?
Have you heard that they're making women's bathing suits out of spun glass?
Women's bathing suits out of spun glass? Well, that's worth looking into. Music.
So do I. In fact, music saved my uncle's life.
Really? How did music save your uncle's life?
They played the Star-Spangled Banner as he sat in the electric chair.
Mr. Benny?
Yes, Mr. Hope?
I want you to meet my new girl. I call her Well Enough.
Why do you call your new girl Well Enough?
Because I want the boys to leave Well Enough alone. Oh, turn up the gas, Mother. We're cooking tonight. Well, Mr. Weber, what did you think of it?
I'm going to count up to 10, and good luck to both of you.
And if you miss each other, I hope you get me.
Now that can't be that bad. Can't you book us somewhere?
Look, boys, actually, I've got nothing open for a double. Hey, wait a minute. Have either of you ever thought of doing a single?
What? And break up our act?
Why, we've been together for years. You can't split Benny and Hope.
Why, that would be ridiculous. We're more than partners. We're pals. We're buddies. We're friends.
Side by side.
If we'd rather starve than have anything come between us.
Well, that's a shame, boys. The only thing I've got open is a single in Akron. Pays $15 a week.
I'll take it.
But, Jack, what about the team, the partners, the friends, the buddies?
Look, Bob, I gotta watch out for myself. I'm not getting any older. I mean, younger.
Which way are you going to go?
The way I've always been going.
Look, there's no use arguing about it. Take it or leave it.
That's right. I'll take it for $14.
I'll take it. Listen, rather than you hire this no-talented wage cutter, I'll take it for $10.
I'll take it for $8.
I'll take it for $5.
I'll take it for $3.
I'll take it for nothing. So will I.
You will? For nothing? It's a deal. Congratulations, boys. You open Tuesday in Akron with a talking chicken.
Jack, did you hear that? We're working!
Bob Hope will be back in just a moment. But first...
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Bob and I weren't really a team involved. We just made that whole thing up. How'd you like that act we did, though? The only thing that could... The only thing that would have been worse was if Hope played the violin and I did the dance. But anyway, I'm glad he was with us, and here he is again, Bob Hope. And Robert, now I want to tell you something. Thank you so very much for being on my show. You really made it glow, and I'm especially happy that you didn't ask for dough. So much.
Jack, I must say to you, I'm always glad to do a guest shot here with you. As far as League of Tender goes, tomorrow I will sue. Don't thank me so much. Man, he's a time jester. And only one thing I requested. It's something that my wife suggested. Forget Manju suits. I mind their buttes. Thanks to the audience. You were so nice, you know, for sitting through my show. When doors are locked and exits blocked, where else they gonna go? Thank you so much.
Good night, folks. I'll be seeing you soon.
The preceding program has been presented by the Bristol Myers Company, makers of Excedrin.
Stretch and Seal does two kinds of wrapping jobs. It does all the wrapping jobs that the others do, and then does it one wrap better. It stretches and seals glass bowls around the edges with a grip like this, so spills are just about impossible. Stretch and seal does all the regular jobs your wrap does, and then goes it one wrap better.